Okay, so we're back. This is still the same lesson, the same day. I just was checking to make certain that our program was working because it didn't work on something earlier that we had tried to tape. So this is where we are picking up now. The students have been given a challenge to build an array with the dimensions of 10 by 17. Let's see if you can do that. You're building an array of 10 by 17.
I don't really know how to do that.
What did we do first?
Get out
Yep. 10 by 17. I want to see what you know.
10 by 17.
10
Done.
by 17.
10 by.
I want to see if you know what to do with these. I'm just checking right now.
Done.
No, you can't say it. Okay, like I said, I'm walking around the room checking to see if people know how to build these. If you don't, you don't. If you do, you do. This is what we will be picking up with next week. We don't have math tomorrow because we will be on a field trip, so there's no math tomorrow.
Yay.
So there's yays and ahs. It depends on the person. But I want to see what you know today so that you can figure it out.
Wait, Mrs. Dennis, we have to put 9 of these across here, or can we just use this?
What do you think?
Oh, wait.
Okay, so students are having questions on things and they're figuring things out on their own.
Wait, someone's trying to shut down.
I was trying to do this.
Oh, this is.
Will, do something instead of talk.
Okay. 10 by 17, you said?
10 by 17.
Done.
I'm not saying yes, I'm not saying no. I have to, the learning comes when you are struggling to figure it out. The learning comes when you struggle. Yes. You wait. We'll challenge you.
4, 5,
Challenge.
6,
And he's thinking, challenge me now, please.
8, 9, 10,
Okay.
11.
Some of you are finished, some of you aren't. You will notice that the number I gave you is more than these pieces that you have. So there's a reason why I told you such a large number. You were supposed to make it. Some people started lining all these things up only to find out they don't have enough. Some people started counting with these things to discover they did not have enough. So how many of you have noticed I have been saying, what is 10 times 10 a lot? I say that a lot, don't I? What is 10 times 10? Okay. What are the dimensions of that thing? Oh, a bunch of people are like, oh, I know what to do now. What are the dimensions of this thing? The thing I keep asking you about all the time, Phoenix. 10 times 10. So if this is already 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There you go. We have a student who decided to label everything, so now that means I don't have to. And so here, this is all labeled. Here we know it is 17 going down, it is 10 going across. And if this person wanted to count up all of those things, she could, but I bet that she already knows that she can count by 10, 17 times, or do we have to count all of them, or can we start with this one? What is that one? 100. Here we go. Everybody's going to count with me. We're starting at 100. 100. I don't know if you could hear that at home or if you were saying it as well, but I hope that you figured out that it's 170. And this is where we're going to pick up with this sort of stuff on Monday. We are not finished with math because we have to work in our workbooks. Right now, we're going to take a few moments to put away some of this stuff. We don't want this stuff all over the place.
Man, it was fun while
So we're going to put some of these things away.
I do.
I do. More fun than workbook, but like, I'd rather sleep. I want a nap time. Can we have a nap time today?
You can't have a nap time. If I can't take a nap, you can't take a nap.
You can't take a nap. Well, we take a nap.
I can't take a nap because if I'm napping, I can't see what you're doing.
During recess, you can take a nap.
Everybody wants me to take a nap. So you can take a
Yeah,
nap.
but take a nap during recess.
Take a nap.
Okay, calm yourselves.
Can we take a nap while during recess? That'll work. Why wouldn't you be able to
Can we take a nap during the toothbrush?
Oh, calm yourselves or I'm going to have to turn the video off and yell at you. Thank you.
Everyone be quiet.
Take a nap at lunch recess.
It sounds like I have to turn the video off to yell at you. You have to be quiet. Or I could yell at you in front of everybody else's parents. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Well, I just put my workbook in a really, really safe place. I don't know what I did with it.
Where do we put
And
the
I just had
whiteboard?
it.
It's right there.
Right where?
Nowhere.
It's right here. Look at that. It's right here.
Did you actually know it was there?
No, I didn't. You thought I was being silly.
Yeah.
Okay. I want you to look at this. We are on page 47. Don't put, I hope you still have your little packets yet. Or you have all of those little things. You still need those.
The little yellow things?
Yep, those are called base 10 pieces.
Okay. I totally knew that.
For those of you at home, you can hear there's a weather change coming today by the noise in the classroom. Okay. I'm looking around. Oh, I see that we've got one table that's mostly opened up to page 47. Looking for other tables. Okay, that table's completely ready. We're waiting. Okay. Yep. We got another table completely ready. We're still waiting for the other tables yet.
It's hard to put all these one by one in.
Why do you think I told you to put them in before already? Okay. I think I need one of these a little handier. Okay, here we go. We are still using the little base 10 pieces, which are actually metric measurements, where we have the centimeter cube, or square, I should say. It's not three-dimensional, so it's only a square. We have the strip, and we have the mat. In your books, you have some directions you need to follow. This is going to take us about 10 to 15 minutes. So it says for number 1, measure and label the dimensions of both sides of both rectangles in centimeters, and then find the area in each of the square, or in each using square centimeters. So we're going to use these kind of pieces. You can get these little pieces out, or you can just use one of these. And we need to find out, notice I'm not going to give you how many it is, But you need to line up and see how many this is long. You can use these as well, lining them up, but you have to find out the outside dimension. How long is it this way? How long is it this way? And then how big is it going to be in the middle? Doing the same for this one. You can use these pieces, however you're going to do it, you're going to find the area. Once you finish that, then you're going to measure the dimensions of this page to the nearest whole centimeter. What I mean by measuring to the nearest whole centimeter, those of you with eyeballs in the back of your head, wonderful, but most of you haven't grown them yet. So please turn your heads, just like you haven't grown them out of the sides of your head either. So when we talk about a whole centimeter, sometimes if we're measuring things and we've got this lined up and it doesn't quite line, oh, you can't see that, sorry. It doesn't quite line up. Can you see how it's really close to this line, but it's not close to that end? So when we're talking about the nearest whole centimeter, this top piece is not a whole centimeter. It's only a part of one. So we would only count until this one. Or maybe it might be the instance where it's more like this. Well, you can see that this is, to here is our whole centimeters, and we count those, but we wouldn't count this one. And maybe it is almost to that. And see how that one's almost there? Then we could count it. Okay.
I'll tell you what
Brooklyn? Brooklyn? So, with that, when it comes to doing this bottom part, you're going to find the dimensions of this page with the nearest whole centimeter, and you are going to find the length, you're going to find the width, and the area. That would be a little bit more difficult. I don't know if we'll have time to find the area of the floor in our classroom. However, it could be done. What units would you use? And then you'd sketch and telling us what it would be. Okay, so for people at home, I am going to pause this. Actually, we're going to go and then I will just attach what this looks like as a finished product. So everybody tell them bye.
Bye.